Empress of Darkness, you all hunted down highwaywoman.
Yep.
Yes.
You did.
Who went by the name The Leopard. You did some classic police work, some classic detective work, and you used your skills of interrogation, mostly just asking questions, and all that, to get a lead on the Folta University of Magic and Commons, where they had gone recently. And there you all found this leopard, ending the life of one. You could maybe call him an adjunct professor, who knows? He said he had tenure, but there's no proof of it that you have seen. And she cut his throat, and you were able to at least revive him. But you also arrested him because, he was consorting with a known criminal. And you took them all to the Folta Adventurers Guild. And now it's about 1:45 in the afternoon, and you still have, 24 hours until the meeting in the Library of Two, which begins tomorrow at 3 p.m. Matter of fact. Oh. Actually, as you're walking out of the Folta Adventurers Guild, there is a caller in town, and he blows a horn, and he goes, "Attention! Attention! The meeting at the Library of Two has been moved up immediately!"
What were the fucking chances of that?
Please go to the library now! All others, continue about your day. This has been an announcement from Archon Azaki. And they were like a halfling. They got off the stand that they were on, and they jump down, and they just walk away towards the library. It looks like kind of cutting between the houses and stuff, just going straight towards the library. So yeah, the things have begun. What do? Going to the Library of Two now? Since you kind of have to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Check real quick, make sure everything is set. It is. You walk up, and the library is pretty big. It's a pretty decent-sized place. And there are a plethora of guards that you see on the outside. You can see them already doing patrols, just patrolling the entire thing. From what you can tell, there is not much of a chance to get in there without at least being seen by a guard. So yeah, you guys walk up, and a guard looks at you as you walk in, and he goes, "Welcome, are you here for the meeting?"
Yes.
Good. Please stay on the lower level. The upper level is reserved for city nobles and council members. But you are free to go wherever you want otherwise. He's just standing right here by the door. And you guys walk in, and you see Anfrin Folsey, your friend. Looks like he's been in a fight. He's got a new cut on his face, nice and red. Looks like he's stapled it up. Just didn't even use healing magic. And everybody else is there as well of the council of nobles. And guys are kind of the last few to walk in. There's a drow that walks in after you, and a dwarf. Not that dwarf, because he's already in the building. And another dwarf. But other than that, they close the doors after you walk in, and they're like, we'll have to lock it until everybody leaves. I hope you don't mind. It's for safety reasons. I'll be here, with a key, but just in case. Don't want any surprises. Guys, have a bit of time before everything begins. Like about 5 minutes or so. Do you do anything?
We are in a library. Sebastian's probably going to look through the books.
I like it. Give me an investigation roll. That'll do.
Sadly, it's a
natural one.
You know what? I'm
not
expending a luck point here, so it's a natural 20.
Perfect. Give me one moment. You're looking through. The books there, just probably on the wall over here. It is a section marked grimoires and more.
I'm sorry, where was the section?
Just right over here.
Oh, there. Okay.
That feels kind of loud, but it's not that loud. Okay. Where am I? What the hell is this thing? Where is it? I'm gonna roll a d10. Doesn't really matter. You pull out a librum bound in leather, and on it there is what seems to be some sort of receptacle. Not a keyhole or anything like that. Just like a little receptacle for some sort of liquid, you think.
I was not trying to ignore me.
It's fine, don't worry. You think... Oh, whoops. Oh well, doesn't matter. You're not exactly sure what would open it, but you're pretty sure this book is locked, by the way. But you find a tome. Do you read Draconic?
Sadly, I do not.
Does anybody read Draconic?
I do.
Think Ilya, yeah?
Yeah. the dragon stork, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I hope you do. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing here?
True. You look over at it, Ilya, and it says, "A drop is all it takes."
By the way, are we currently being watched in that specific section?
There's not really people paying attention to you, but there's a... You could be, like... But you look around, nobody's really paying attention to anything you're doing. They're paying attention to Azaki and the rest of the council members, at the moment, at least. Other people are also reading books and stuff. So, not doing anything out of the ordinary right now.
This is Amara. She'd probably be looking for smut.
There's a lot of it. Roll me an investigation.
Oh.
She finds the book, The Lusty Minotaur.
Hell yeah!
Jesus! She finds the best smut book.
Well, listen,
She's like, this is mine now.
Natural 20 for the worst fucking
actually
possible
great.
game.
This is actually great because I do have another character in another world that is connected to this that literally writes smut. So this works. Give me just 1 second. I need to copy and paste some things.
Oh my god. I find the interdimensional porn. Got it.
I mean, it's not really interdimensional. It's mostly interplanar. It's in the same. It's in the same dimension. Where am I? Where is is it? It's way the fuck at the bottom. Yep, names. RD7. 2. You find a book and you pull it open, and on it you see a massive, massive demon lord holding a woman just kind of protectively in front of him. Like, he's got his hand on her shoulder, and the title, you read it, is Dead to Rights, My Encounter with a Demon Lord.
Mara's like, okay, this is mine now.
The librarian goes,
Checking.
do you have a library card for that? They're free if you want one. I mean, just need an address and... That's it, actually.
Sure, I'll take a free library card.
Wonderful. Here. Write down your address there. It doesn't even necessarily need to still be around, because we know some tough things are going on in the West right now.
Yep, so she writes down Siren's Edge in Highmark.
No. Oh. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a library card now. It will work for any library on Brista.
Oh, so I can just deliver this book somewhere else when I'm done with it,
Yep.
if I'm done with it.
Brista. At least that you can see. It might be a network with other libraries. You don't know though. Who knows? It does say.
There's a lot of libraries. Like, even here in Georgia, all of our libraries are connected, so I could order from any of them and they get delivered to my local library, which is nice.
That's why I'm saying in Brista, they're all
Yeah.
connected at least, like, just
Yeah.
by default. You don't know if they're connected to a place like Narlikva or Sutra or anything like that. Yeah, you have a new book, and if you want to try to figure out how to open that other book, Eric. Well, how do you think you open that other book? What do you think if you want to try it, or you want to just hold on to it for now?
I would think a droplet of blood.
You want to try it?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
Instead, he has his fancy book. Now he's also looking for smut, namely the book that Amara told him to read.
Oh, God.
You find it.
But
it's
he
a
doesn't know
bestseller.
it better.
It's right here. The smut books are right in the front. They're bestsellers. They have to be.
With a big grin, like he has all his books. So he comes to Amara. Amara, was this the book you wanted me to read? And he shows it to her, and probably the rest of the group.
I don't remember what it was, but I'm gonna. Yeah, it's definitely that one.
Yeah, I know it was a tamer one.
That's right.
It was something with harlequins.
Harlequin romance is not quite full smut. It borders on it. There might be a scene or two, but the entire book is not smut. What she picked up is just fucking porn.
Yeah, it is. All of
She's
it.
just like, you're just like, yeah, into the woods. Enjoy.
All right. Yeah, you find that. Anybody else have anything they wanted to look for in here, or?
Any more smut?
There's plenty. Is that Ilya?
I wanted to try to interact with the noble to increase our circle of allies. To see if there is anybody who's willing to support the.
Gotcha. You are pretty sure that is one of the topics that's going to be discussed today too. You see Anfrin is like looking at you, like as you walked in, and he kind of just nods, and you're kind of pretty sure he's going to do what he can to give you a platform to speak at least. So there's that. You can also go talk to people, just people standing around if you want. Most of the people that are on the upper floor are going to be nobles. People down here might be more commoners, and you could tell this guy, he's actually just a wizard. Looks like he works for the Mages Guild or something. He's got like like a Mage's Guild insignia on his robe, so that's how you know.
I just noticed there's a wolf right here in the middle of the nobles.
There is. You want to give me a history check? Anybody can give me a history check about this wolf.
Wait, is it one she's related to? Is it part, like, sea-natured?
No, it's just a wolf.
Oh. Okay.
Give me a history check.
Oops, I'm still in gem layer.
Is it sea-natured? Is it a sea wolf?
Well, it says she was raised by wolves, and we established because she's a sea elf that she would have been
You
raised by
probably
sea
washed up
puppies.
on an island somewhere.
Can you
Literal,
stop?
like,
Can we
sea
stop the
wolves?
raise by wolves trope, please? Can you just stop it?
No.
I kill every wolf in the entire world, so that way you cannot be raised by any wolf ever. They can do
It's
backstory.
gonna fucking change to coyotes now. Congratulations, you made it even worse.
Now it's sea
Alright, they die
coyotes.
too.
No.
Destroying entire ecosystems.
Fine, she was raised by majestic sea flaps.
God. Fucking manatees. Jesus Christ. Were you raised by manatees? Oh my god. Steady, Ilya, Sebastian, Mikhail. You all recognize this wolf as Dingo. He's someone who was helpful, you could say, in the defense of this city against some pirates from the west about 5 years ago. More, not raiders, pirates. He's famous. He's a war hero, you could say.
He's just sitting in the library.
Yep, and he's just sitting in the library. Looks to be pretty intently looking around and watching everybody, too.
And I was like, who's a cute puppy?
He just kind of looks at you. Doesn't even say anything. He just stares.
I kind of half expected for him to start talking. That's absolut.
He does not start talking. Give me one moment. I don't know.
That's beneath me to ask, but that kind of lady.
Amara just sees a dog, a wolf. You can say. Yeah,
They're all cute puppies.
true. You're not wrong. Yeah, is there, do you want to ask anybody any questions? We'll start in just a minute or two. Or good to just wait, see what everybody has to say.
Out of
She's
character,
gonna-
why are we here?
This is the
This
meeting
is-
that you were, oh yeah, you weren't here yesterday. You are part of a meeting. Or there is a meeting to be held between the council of the city of Fulta. This is the entire council up here. They're all named. 8 people.
And we
It's-
got on the good side of like 3 of them or
Yeah,
something.
you have,
Yeah.
well, it's the 2 most, like, the 3
The
most
big- the
powerful
big,
are
like-
in front, Anfern Folsey, Zaki, Giordano, and
Yeah.
Janie Stein.
Yeah, the Fighters Guild, the Trades Guild, and old elf nobility, basically, in triangle order from left to right, top to bottom.
Hmm.
We've already talked to the Fighters Guild guy. Mikhail went to go see him earlier today, basically explain the whole situation that's going on and the fact that life is gonna get real shit here real fast, and the old emperor is planning to start a rebellion. Yes, he's alive. And so now he's going to convince his fellow council members to lend the city-state's full support to the effort.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So don't fuck it up.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
a noble, if I remember correctly. You'd be kind of
Yes.
accepted here for sure. They would recognize that at least. You're not a noble of this city, so they wouldn't let you upstairs, but at least until you
Yeah.
speak. But
And he doesn't really wear his signet ring right now. You know, he
Yeah,
keeps that hidden
makes
in a pocket.
gotcha.
It's just kind of going to stand here. Leaning up against this bookshelf.
Basically stand
Who's-
wherever you
who's
want at this
that?
point. That's an elven woman. You're not exactly sure who she is. You're pretty sure just a citizen. Doesn't have any identifying marks of like guilds or anything on her, so you're not really sure. Just seems to be an elven woman that's here for the meeting.
Sebastian, there's already one fair-haired elf woman who picks you up and tosses you over her shoulder. Do you really want a second one?
Yes.
Blado.
You know, I can respect the hustle. Never mind.
As you guys get up there, Anfrin kind of once again nods at you, and then he taps Azaki, and Azaki goes, "Well, we are all here. Welcome to the 987th meeting between the council members of the city of Fulton. My name is Azaki, and I will be beginning proceedings." And he hits a gavel on the wall, and he goes, "First order of business, we have a looming wall to the west, as my friend Anfrin has so dutifully pointed out. Anfrin, I understand that you have some friends who would like to speak to us about this threat that you say is coming. Then we will open the floor up for some discussion about all of this." Anfrin kind of walks up a few feet, and he goes, "Citizens, friends, I come to you not as the leader of the Fighters Guild today, but as a citizen of Folta who wants to see the best for this city and not see it fall under the charge of a tyrant. An old friend has returned to the dead, from the dead. From the dead, an old friend has returned, and he, along with him, have revived an entire legion's worth of animosity towards the Empress, who now rules Fortooth. I ask you stand with me in my Fighters Guild now to defend freedom across all of Camelot, and listen to the outsiders who have come to speak today on behalf of Ro Importa." And he motions towards you guys for whoever is gonna speak. Azaki motions as well for the guards to let you up to the top if you want to be up there to talk. Otherwise, just right in the middle. Okay, who wants to go? Who wants to speak? Give your case, you could say.
All right, I could give it a try. Citizen, citizen, it's still important that you must listen to what the guildmaster here has said. There's the impending menace of the Empress is upon us all. It is time for us to join together and fight against this invasion.
I completely agree, Anfrin says. Do any of this council disagree? You see, Dexterous. It looks to be a half-elf over there on the far left. He kind of goes, "Well, I've had some reports that say the Empress is not so bad as long as we follow her directive. What if we acquiesce to her and, just give her the resources she asked for when she came the first time?"
Her
And-
forces you legitimately took over my goddamn tavern in Highmark.
Well, as far as I know, Highmark was a... I'm gonna fucking go into that, a southern accent, goddammit. As far as I know, Highmark was a place of... It's my ancestors, I apologize. My father talks like you.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, that was a war that was declared. Casus Belli was even offered. There was a terrorist attack.
And how long before the Empress's ambition brings Fortooth's war machine grinding to your doorsteps? Before she decides that she does not simply wish to be given a tithe from your fair city, but she simply wishes to own it all, so that she may take without asking.
Well, when you put it like that, I mean... I feel like I've heard that before. Anfrin, didn't you say that? That is all Anfrin Polsey does, is glare back at the man. You see Azaki kind of consider things. He's got his hand kind of running through his thin... He's got like a little goatee. It's not very long. Just running through it. And he goes, well, by all means, when she came to us, she gave us an ultimatum. Give us what she wanted or die. I really didn't think she was serious at the time. But
Oh, she's serious.
if you say what you say is true, and my ancestors in Wisna aren't even safe. My family in Wisna aren't even safe. The great Elven dynasty isn't even safe from this woman. I think we have no choice but to listen to the outsiders. I hereby put forth a vote. Can everybody give me a perception check, please? His hand is in the air. He says, I hereby put forth a vote. Oh, steady. Yeah, buddy, you did it. You all hear the creak of a door over to the left side of the room. And even before the door is done creaking open, you see the flash of a blade just poking through the front of Dexterous here. Mr. Dexterous on the far left.
He's been stabbed.
As someone jumps out of the shadows. You also hear the other door being kicked open as someone comes from the other side. Very quickly.
Amara would like to throw a javelin at the one that's putting a blade through Dextra.
We're gonna roll initiative first. You might be able to. Because Dexterous, he chokes out. And just falls to the ground. Mikhail, you rolled a okay, I was like, you rolled a natural one and still got an 18? How is that?
What the fuck?
Mikhail
He's
is
got
very
advantage.
fast.
He's got advantage.
Mikhail
I
is
was like,
incredibly
yo,
fast.
there's no way you've got a fucking 17 to your damn.
17?
We are level 3, brother.
What the fuck? Nani the fuck?
No, I had
Yeah.
to check that too. I was like, bro, why is it red? What the hell? And I remembered, oh yeah, roll 20s, roll 20. That's
Oh.
really funny.
Fucking roll with advantage at least.
I
That's
love
good.
third left. I love the subclasses.
I have a question.
Yeah. You're not surprised, by the way.
So when we level up, do we gain all our spell slots or do we need to do a long rest?
You gain whatever whatever spell slots you would have gained at that level.
You would gain the new spell slots, not the
Yeah.
ones you've already used.
Right.
Alright.
If you had new spell slots. Give me a moment. I'm gonna switch the music to something that doesn't sound like we're in a bar. A nice inn.
No, I mean that makes sense
It's-
for a library. It's fine.
It's murder time!
You also notice. Let me make sure this motherfucker does this shit too. Actually, because he. Oh damn it! Where is he? Where is he? There he is, Anfrin. Obviously, Anfrin's not going down without a fight. Apparently, he is.
He just, well, he obviously wasn't expecting what the hell just happened.
Yeah, he wasn't, obviously. Even though he probably would have eventually said, I had some news that assassins were coming, he just didn't get the opportunity to. So yeah, this assassin over here did really, really good then. They jump out onto this wall here, and I'm gonna go, not there, fucking this way. They jump here, it doesn't matter because Herrick is fucking hiding and cowardly. They see that you guys have pulled out your weapons, and you see a dastardly smile go across their face. As they toss a blade here at Amara. Let me double check something. Oh boy, I like this. It's gonna be fun. Does a 13 hit you, Amara?
Still muted, but I think she said no.
No,
No, it does not. I'm very
it
sad.
does not.
They have another poison blade at their hip that they also throw at Amara.
When I grabbed that.
Does a
Yeah, that'll
25.
hit. Yes.
You take 8 piercing and 3 poison damage from this ugly
Asshole.
blade. And they jump down here and they crouch below the banister, so they're hidden. So you'll have to go up there to get a shot at them, at least. Mikhail might be able to. No, you probably wouldn't be able to shoot through that wall. Mikhail, it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, if
You
I can see
might,
that guy
but-
stabbing him, if I can see the
Yeah, you can see
dude,
that. You
yeah,
see
if I
this
can
one.
see this other guy stabbing this one, bonus action steady aim, and I'm gonna shoot the bitch. That's 21 for 12.
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot him with my gun.
Yeah, this blade is mine now.
Yeah,
You ain't getting this back, motherfucker. Can I turn around and hit him with his own poison blade?
I mean, you have to run up there and
Yeah, you
get
have
her,
to
get
run
him,
up there
but
Yeah, but you could.
stab him. But yeah, it's very possible you pull it out of your shoulder and.
In Barbarian Rage,
anything else,
yeah,
Mikhail? You
giant
wanna
lady.
move anywhere?
I can't move. Steady aim.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, that's it.
Amara, go ahead. It is your turn, my dear.
Rage.
Oh, he also takes a extra 3 points of damage because he hasn't acted in combat yet.
Rage.
Fine.
So I'm now large.
Like in Baldur's Gate, they fucking rage out.
The rest, everybody else is like, what the fuck?
Fucking, you're now like eye height with the Zaki, I imagine. He's not the biggest guy. This is only about 4 feet off the ground right here. The banister. You're about eye height with him now. Maybe at his chest. Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Because rage is a bonus action. Yes.
Yep. I mean, you can basically just walk right here and see this person.
Yeah, you could. That's in range.
Is that the one who's? Is that the one who's?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The right side gun is the one who threw something at you.
Alright,
The one
bitch.
who's crouched down. Yeah, you can see him now.
Stab.
It's unfortunate that you're gonna have to get a.
Let me see.
Gonna have to what?
You're using theirs, right? Their dagger.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
It will be a dex, so it'll be your dex.
It'll be strength because yeah,
she's a barbarian.
yeah. Because
Yup.
just uses whichever is higher.
And use whichever. Roll a d20 with your Strength attack.
Just roll a strength roll.
It'll be just you would want to roll a weapon attack.
Yeah, it would be a weapon
whatever
attack.
Yeah.
So you could
Okay.
use fucking any that you have, basically.
Yeah.
But the damage will
If
be
you-
different. An 18 will hit.
I'm plunging this blade into her eyeball.
I mean, I guess you can try.
You're definitely gonna try.
You
Yeah.
can definitely try. It hits. What's the damage?
What, for the battle axe?
No, I guess I have to press the button.
Yeah, you have
You
to
would
roll
have
the
to.
damage.
You would have to
Well,
roll
you
it
could-
and then
you
add,
could
I believe,
technically also
two.
do it. Let me do this. Ding.
Ooh,
8.
damn.
You got very lucky, so 10 piercing, and I don't think the poison. Yeah, poison doesn't get anything added to it, so it'll be 10 piercing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or fucking.
yeah.
Well, she's raging. Yep.
Yeah, you're raging. Or not even 10.
Yeah.
It would be. Fuck is your.
Right at this
fuck is
point, it
your-
would be 10. It would still be +2. So yeah, 10. You did do the math right. So she dealt her 11, and then she came back and dealt 15 with the same knife.
Jesus.
Bitch.
Like, here, have this back.
Have
Stabs
this
her in the
back.
stabs her in the fucking collarbone.
Anything else?
Can I kick her?
No.
No, unfortunately, that's just a regular action.
That's just a BB.
Fine,
That's a
I
BG
spit in her
thing.
face.
That's a free action.
Yeah. There you go.
Awesome. Before Steady
Oh,
goes,
no. Oh,
this
no, Steady.
this ambitious assassin over here is gonna vanish. And diddle-a-doo, a sudden distraction. You see a sudden flash of smoke, basically encase both Amara and this assassin here. It's almost encasing Amara. Let me get the thing out. It's a cube, a 10-foot cube within 5 feet. So yeah,
That's a 20-foot cube, my guy.
oh, well, yeah, you're right. 10-foot, 10-foot radius, 10-foot fucking across. Yeah, basically covers them. Each creature in the assassin's area. Yeah, you take 2d8 psychic damage. Amara.
Lovely.
And the assassin suddenly. Wow. Wow.
Amara's about to die. Wouldn't I
It's-
take half of that
you
because I'm
do.
raging?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
you don't.
Only
because it's
physical
psychic,
damage.
It's physical.
You're not a bear.
You're
Even
not.
as a barbarian, you would still take that.
And they go invisible.
Well, someone's gonna have to heal Amara.
You take a. That's a
We
fun
even
one.
have a healer?
We do not. The only person who could, I think, can heal
It
based
says
off
it
of their
takes
class.
9. You don't roll it. It says you just take 9.
No, it's
No,
2d8.
that's 2d8,
That's
and I
the-
rolled my 2d8. That's
Features will display the average of what the dice. Of what the dice say.
That's bullshit.
It's a way for DMs to do it if they want, but it tells
Amara
you how
has
many
5
dice roll.
hit points.
It is your turn, Steady.
Steady did not move forward.
I tried, yo. I tried. I tried to
Steady
tell
feels
you.
silly
You move.
standing next to the door.
Well, Corvus isn't here, so it's okay.
Yeah, Steady just dashes in.
Awesome. In that
Oh
case...
god, the fucking one guy's already dead.
Oh yeah, no, he's dead because he's just a fucking NPC. He's a noble. This other assassin here. You notice they seem much more focused on something else. You see them jump here and cross in front of Anfern Folsey, just right here on the banister, and they go for him. Oh yeah, what that, and with that. Oh my god.
16, 23, that, oh my god, you rolled on that for once on the other side of that, holy shit.
He doesn't. Actually, he does have advantage because he's an assassin. Wait, no, let me double check.
Yeah, he does.
He
If
does.
he has... Yeah,
Yes, he
I don't
does.
know if they gave him that feature, but yeah,
Double
it's
check.
subclass for
This-
Rogue
they-
definitely
They
does.
did in 2024, and that should be what I'm using, unless I put the wrong character sheet down.
Oof. Yeah, advantage on any creature who hasn't acted in initiative yet.
You know
That's
what?
Somewhere.
I would
Which
like to.
I should have had
silvery-
against that guy.
I would like to silvery barb this.
Which one? I guess it
I'd
doesn't-
say yeah. Well, does the 16 hit him? I guess it probably does. Considering he didn't show up
16
in armor.
does hit. He does have
Yeah,
armor.
so it's like-
he's wearing armor. It's just under his
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah. So it just kind of it's like, which one really?
Oh. They don't
Did
anymore.
Oh, so yeah,
The
yeah, they don't
old
have the
ones do.
yeah, they don't have assassinate anymore then.
That's interesting. They're the same CR. That's weird.
Ah, get wrecked. I'm better.
That's interesting.
I'm better,
They
bitch.
They nerfed me. Well, I'm adding it anyway because it's fucking.
Shut up!
story
Fuck
shit.
off! You don't. Not. Fuck
That's
you!
fucking-
Don't add shit afterwards. Roll. Take that natural one and shove it up your ass. Yeah, exactly. You still
Empress
fucking
does not
hit
have a great
twice.
time.
That's a ton of
I
damage.
am silvery barbing the second attack, so
Yeah.
the 10 plus 18 poison.
Okay, I will roll that
And
one
I'm
again.
giving. You know what? I'm giving Amara advantage here,
You got
so
lucky.
she doesn't need to wreck this attack.
You got lucky.
That second one is fucking insane. Holy shit.
Like, Empress isn't a slouch, but that hurt. That would have
Yeah,
hurt.
that was 1836, 46 damage. Jesus Christ.
And they're just gonna disengage and get the fuck out. Let me double check. They were here. Shit.
It would have taken more movement than that because they would have had to go around the
True, the body.
the
corpse.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they would have had to leap, so
Just disengage. Go right there. Sebastian. It is your turn.
Steady would like to use his reaction
Go for it.
to. Which one is it? Stone Rune. So, DC 13 Wisdom save or be charmed.
All right. Oh boy.
nah,
Barely
exactly
fucking
makes
made
it.
Barely
Yeah.
made it. Ooh.
Well,
Sebastian, 'tis your turn.
I'm surprised the dingo's not attacking anything.
I'm going to try something, and I would like to vortex warp this assassin right in front of Steady.
That's a con save.
I'm in danger. Oh, it's not that bad. Ah, I did it.
Nah, there's that natural 20.
Okay, yeah. I didn't have any bonus action, so that's my turn.
Bonus
Rip.
action, cry about it.
Yeah, I think I will do that.
I feel like Amara should be able to smell her spit or the blood she released on that assassin.
Anfrin here jumps over the banister and just goes straight after this this assassin. Actually, shoot, jumps this way and goes right here. And he's got 2 attacks, and he just goes 1, and he goes 2.
Oh yeah,
Oh, hell yeah,
baby!
bitch.
Assassin's AC, because yeah, the first one misses, but the second one.
Oh
is
god.
good.
Holy
It's
fuck,
not
he just
great.
has a legendary weapon? I just noticed that says defender. Holy shit. He just has a legendary fucking sword. Instead he's like salivating, like maybe we should like die. I kinda want it.
Jesus.
Ilya Nevertar, it's your turn.
All right. First of all, I scream for the guards to show themselves here because what are they doing? Guards?
Definitely
Guards?
rolling initiative. Definitely rolling initiative now because the DM forgot.
About
Ooh,
Dingo?
you did good. Dingo is an old man.
Oh.
He's an old
Old.
dog. Even.
Okay,
Dingo
I'm gonna
is
move my.
growling.
Maybe he could lick her wounds or something and seal them? I don't fucking know, shit.
Go ahead,
Just
Ilya.
accept the fact you're at 5 HP and move on.
Go ahead, Ilya.
Alright. I use a bonus action to activate Innate Sorcery. So I have advantage on my attack rolls. And I'm going to. Throw a chromatic orb at this assassin here.
Nice. Go for it.
Oh god, you have advantage too. Oh yeah, innate sorcery, sick. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that'll-
fuck that guy.
That'll hit. The gift didn't work.
No,
It's
well,
okay.
Oh, whatever.
Roll any max? Oh, you did, so it bounces. But there's no one to bounce to, so. I don't know, unless you want to kill one of the
Not the
Unless it-
greatest thing.
No, I need to roll the same number of 2 or more to the 8 to avoid
No,
to
you
bounce.
only need to. I think you only need to roll 1, I believe.
Double
What are you
check.
bouncing it to? The fuck?
I got 2 more. Alright. Been wise. It's been a minute since I've looked at that. Jesus.
Yeah, Chromatic
That's
Orb is a
funny.
fun spell.
Yeah, they basically gave it Chaos Bolt's functionality in 24, and it's amazing. It's great.
Awesome. Anything else, Ilya?
I hope I bloody it, and that's the end of my turn.
I mean, they're not bloodied yet, but they're. You hit them a couple times. They've got some wounds, you could say. You hear something. Maybe some
Yeah,
books
shit.
rustling, something like that, and then suddenly,
Oh, that bitch that disappeared came back.
Oh, natural 20 is really bad.
suddenly Azaki has a blade through his throat, just right on one side, doing a lot of damage. Azaki just took 3 blades to the back, by the way. And this assassin appears behind him as her turn ends.
That bitch needs
Yeah.
to die.
Let me double check how much HP Azaki has.
That's
He's
11
not
plus
that mad.
20. That's 21 for the first one. 31, 37, 43,
He's bloody.
48 total.
Yeah, he's bloodied. He's bloodied.
I
He's
feel
not
like
having a
these
great
enemies
time.
are higher than us.
This
Oh, yeah,
guard
shake that T.
runs in and dashes.
It's like, oh shit!
Yeah, no, he's freaking out. You hear him blowing a whistle, calling for more guards, and it sounds like he's unlocked the door already, and that's all he can do. Mikhail, it's your turn.
Yeah, I've got advantage on this guy, and I'm gonna what I do is I'm gonna bonus action dash, and get my ass if I can. Oh my god, fucking game! I need you to work.
I feel like being as tall as I am, I can just step onto the damn stage if I needed to.
You could.
And I'm gonna shoot the regular assassin because that's the guy I'm focused on right now. Dits and 22 for 20. That's better.
Just the regular assassin, not the one that has.
Yeah,
Actions.
regular assassin.
Gotcha.
not
They
the-
are bloody now. Anything else?
Yeah. How far did I just move?
I believe it was exactly 30. You were right here.
I went 35.
35.
Nah, get get over here on top of this one. Scramble on top of this bookcase so that way I have a better sight line and I'm away from the fucking flash bomb that she tries to use, because I did take note of that earlier. And that'll be Ramika.
It's your turn.
I'd like to bonus action health potion.
That'll work.
That's
Go
a
for
good
it.
idea.
Good idea.
I forget how much that is. 'cause
regular
it's
health
not-
potion.
2d4 plus 4.
Yep.
Jesus Christ!
Or
I'm just
2d4
fucked.
plus 2, excuse me,
Yeah,
not 4.
So it'll be 5.
Ooh, I have 10 hit points.
Hey, it's
I'm
better than
not
5,
happy.
isn't it?
It is.
Better than 5, isn't it?
Ugh.
It
And then I'd like to
is.
go grapple. I want to go grapple the bitch. Do I have advantage because I'm large?
Yes, that
You
is one of the things about your
You can grapple
subclass.
over here. You
Fucking
can go.
no.
You can go up
Why
here.
is she not moving?
Oh,
Fucking
there's a
roll 20
wall
anyway.
there. There's a wall there. That's
Yeah, you
why
can't
I'll
just.
have
Yeah,
to-
you can't
Oh
just.
my God.
Yeah.
You want to go next to the ambitious assassin?
Yeah.
Mhm, Yeah.
All right, there you go. You jump.
Because we
You,
had managed to
walk
just-
up on over. Yeah, it's a transparent wall on the map layer. On the
So what do I roll to grapple this bitch?
Athletics at
Uh,
advantage.
yep. That guy's got it.
Look, I might be sleep deprived, but I'm on my autopilot works fine enough.
Oh, I know that'll get her because 18 hit her last time.
Nope, it's a contested check,
Oh fuck.
but she can just wiggle out of it.
That's not the greatest thing for her. No, she does not.
Yeah, she's caught.
I guess
Get
it'd be-
this hoe! And I spit
You
directly
may
in
wanna-
her mouth.
You may want to adjust her to be over here because you can move her without any cost.
Oh.
So that way she
Me?
can't. Yes, so that way she can't stab any of the people that she's around.
Yeah, you wanna
I
move
can't move her.
her? I can move
Yeah.
her. You want to move her? Over?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
over the
basically
edge.
hover her over the. Yeah, hover her
She's
over
just
the
her
edge.
feet are dangling. She
But
was
I just-
already.
Yeah, just
by the way-
dangle her over the
By the
fucking-
way, she's already a fucking dwarf.
Good!
So there's a dwarf and what looks to be like an elf or a human in the other assassin. The dwarf looks to be the one that's fucking in charge though, for the most part.
Uh-huh. You fucking bitch! And I shake her with shaking baby syndrome.
God. Good God. Before Steady gets to go, this lady uses her cunning. As a legendary action, she uses her cunning to escape non-magical restraints and in the grapple condition, and move her.
So she's
speed
just gonna fall
without-
down.
And
So
hurt
she's gonna
herself,
take
and
some
I'm holding
damage,
her as
yeah.
hard as I
We're
can.
gonna roll a d6, Amara, for her fall damage, because that is
God.
fall damage. Yeah, it's 1d6 because I don't.
Yeah, 3 extra damage is
Three
good.
damage. So she just runs. Fuck, where can she go? She runs this way.
Yeah, there's kind of not a lot of places for her to get
Yeah,
to
she-
because
she runs
she got
off this
dropped
way.
downstairs.
She runs off this
Okay,
way
done.
by that guy.
Betty, go get her.
Give me. Yep. Now it is Steady's turn. I believe that was her movement speed.
Yeah, 30.
Should
be.
She has 10 more feet, so she'll go here. She is not.
Not that it matters.
Doesn't really matter, but I'm
Because-
gonna use the whole thing. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
move at her
Steady.
ass, steady. Break her.
Is that including using half of her movement to stand up from fall damage?
Yeah, she didn't.
She didn't
Yeah,
fall.
she,
She didn't-
yeah,
yeah,
she
she
didn't. She
didn't
didn't fall
take-
prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Steady will move behind her. And then smack her.
Whap. That'll hit.
And then I'll combine that with pressure to move her into this space here. Like smash her into the bookcase.
Fucking love that. Just oops, I went too far. Moves her once again. Yeah, she's. Yeah, that's what
I'll
she's
then
doing.
move here and use my bonus action to hammering horns.
Nice. Strength save. That's gonna be fun. Oh, she fails. So she's gonna use one of her 2 legendary resistances to not fail.
Oh my lord.
We're level 3 fighting something with fucking. Oh my god.
It's only got 2 of them.
Oh, she's used both at this point.
Yes, the
She only
the
has
actual
one
legendary
legendary
resistance.
resistance.
There's one more. Anything else?
We're level 3 and fighting a legendary creature. What the fuck?
That's kind of ridiculous.
You're
No, that's all for me for now.
them. The assassin is gonna go after Anfrin. They're right here. They don't have advantage because they're not cool. It doesn't really matter. It does
Still
matter,
hits 'em.
and it does matter. Anfrin's not having a great time.
Doing better than Amara.
Wait, who did Sebastian give advantage to with the silver
was me.
orbs last time? Okay, yeah, you had advantage to grapple. Alright. You had advantage anyway, so that's unfortunate. Uses it up.
Anfrin's bloody now. My dog is at the door. Sebastian, it is your turn.
Wonderful. You know, I will target the assassin without legendary resistances with the level 2 magic missile.
Legendary resistances doesn't let you avoid magic missile.
No, it doesn't. And this is the one that yeah.
No,
It's,
the one that is currently choking against the bookcase.
yeah,
That's the
it's
one I'm
just-
not targeting.
You're not targeting
Yeah.
that one? Okay.
No.
Cool. You target the other one.
417 damage.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Not bad. They're still bloody. They're a little bit closer to death's door. They're breathing a little harder, you could say.
Yeah,
Yay,
Empress
I
about
did
to
something.
fuck him up.
Hopefully.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. He uses his long sword. He only hit one of them, and did some damage to it at least. And he's gonna keep all his charges and shit. Ilya, it is your turn. There's a
Alright.
really, they look like they're pretty close to death at this point. That assassin. Instead, he's grappling with the other one down there with horns, you could say.
Alright, I will try to throw Melf acid arrow at them then. And I'm going to transmute and I'm gonna use my transmute spell to turn it into fire damage instead of acid.
Does that one have an explosion radius? Acid arrow?
No,
Nope.
It's
No, it doesn't.
in regular. It doesn't do the effects of regular of acid arrow in BG3. All it does is that it coats the enemy in acid if they get hit and they take extra damage at the start of their turn.
I'm trying to remember. There is some spell that does that. Fucking has a 5-foot cone around it or whatever, or a 5-foot circle. But yeah, go ahead and roll.
It's
your-
a ice knife.
That's right.
Big enough. Like an ice knife.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Oh god damn it. I roll a fucking 9.
Anything else, Ilya?
That was a second level spell. Nope. That's elemental.
And this is why we take Scorching Ray, kids.
All right. This person here is gonna try to stab steady since they're right there. Ba-dink and ba-dunk. I think they missed both of those.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so.
So they're gonna disengage. They're like, I'm out. See ya. Just runs this way. And suddenly there are more guards at the door too, so that's
Good.
down. So that might be a little interesting for them to get out. Alright, wow, this guard rolled better than miles somehow. This guard here is just gonna keep going this way and protect his charge and friend, and get not assassin, fucking advantage, and spear this person. Yay, they did it. Hopefully they do more than fuck me.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything, man.
Mikhail, from what you can tell, one of the assassins is probably looking for a way out. The other might be stuck.
Yep. He's pretty good. He's handled. I'm gonna Mikhail's going to holster his gun a little outside the range and still right now. But she is still within reach of a shot from the bow.
Reach from the sharp bow. What?
Steady aim. That's a 25 for 18.
That'll do, donkey. Anything
And then
else?
that's my turn.
That's
Steady aim negates my movement speed, so that's it.
Amara Glenberos.
Roll 20's being slow as cat shit right now. I'm just gonna step over this banister and,
It's not being slow.
seriously,
There's a wall
I
there.
know. No, as in the damn thing just wasn't moving.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, it's just a wall there that's difficult.
And I'm gonna attack dumbass number. Stupid. My sheet's being slow too.
I'm gonna make sure you get out at least.
I mean, I got an extra 5 feet of range anyway, so. Attack this motherfucker. A reckless attack. My battle axe. Huh? I don't have another potion. I only had the one.
No, I'm not keeping
No.
track of what we got, so yeah.
Battle axe. At advantage because it's a reckless.
That hits.
Yeah, damn it.
Definitely needed that.
What's it look like when you kill it?
I cleave him in twain cleanly from the top of his skull down to his groin, and he falls over in
You
half.
find out that it was a woman, actually, not a man. But that's,
Well, then she's still split down her nethers. With a fountain of blood everywhere. We're actually a little surprised just how much blood this caused.
Anything else?
And everyone around them is covered in blood, too. The floor is now slick.
Move 5 feet.
I mean, I guess I could start running, but I ain't got any.
Move somewhere
Jesus
if you want it.
Christ.
Otherwise, are you done?
I would think that whole square is her movement, to be honest, because she's so big.
No.
Well, you
still-
only moved like 5 feet,
You move.
to
Yeah,
get the
you
guy.
move. Yeah.
so
still
you have
got-
30 feet of movement, so just go.
Okay.
Be able to go there.
Or
So
you have
it goes-
25, yeah.
So it goes from your top, from where you started. It goes from your front or your back, wherever you are. But yeah, you would be able to go to where this is basically, where mine
Yeah,
is.
so if we go to corner, just because it's easier for you, so you went here, and now you're here. Because going to corner is a little better for large creatures. But yeah, same point applies. It's like
Yeah, I go from the front edge basically, of which direction they're going. Steady, it's your turn. That lady ran away from you.
you think you're gonna run from me, bitch?
Could just jump
I
over
suppose
the
exactly.
bookcase.
I will
Ram a bitch.
smack him.
Adelaide, does anybody speak Dwarven by chance?
I do.
No.
Yes.
I do. Should.
Awesome. You do hear this woman, like, right before Steady hits her. She yells out, "Long live the Empress!
You cut out a little bit there.
Long
For the
live
Empress."
the Empress!
Like, you gotta stop going high, bro. Just say it normally.
Long live the Empress!
Brother, you gotta stop trying with the voice. Just say it. Just say what you said, dog.
Long live the Empress.
Okay. There you go. Holy fuck. Oh my god. No, steady.
Oh my god.
5 bludgeoning. Smack her into this square here.
This one here. Yeah.
Well, there's this one here.
Gotcha.
And then just bash her back towards Amara with your horn.
Stop! Stomp a bitch.
Oh boy.
Nope, she is back in the soup.
She says, "How about no?" and uses her last legendary resistance.
Bruh.
Can you silvery barb her resistance?
No, it just
Oh.
auto succeeds the save is the thing.
Yeah. It is this guard's turn. That's all you got, Steady.
The guard is
Yeah,
gonna
no,
lock
that's
the
all.
fucking door as Mikael shouts, "She's trying to escape!"
Well, he goes, "There are more coming! There are more guards this way!" And he runs up beside Steady, and he's gonna spear. I rolled initiative for that other guard, and it just was like, nah, bro.
Yeah, it rolled on the one you'd already rolled for some reason.
I don't-
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So
And I
you've
don't
replaced
know.
this.
Yeah. You should have
replaced his
another
knight.
guard that has a 21.
No, that's who it
Initiative.
replaced. Yeah, the 19 replaced the 21 earlier. Yeah,
It doesn't
they still
matter.
both. They technically the funny
doesn't
thing is,
matter.
it worked out the same.
Yeah.
It
But
literally
there's
worked out
three.
the same.
I know, I just
You're missing
added the
the-
third one. He just rolled
Yeah.
20, so he'll go...
Yeah, it
he'll go-
literally worked out the same as if he'd rolled the first one normally. So it doesn't matter.
Alright, well that's that guy's turn. Sebastian, go ahead.
I am going to use Chronal Lance on the assassin that is left. I would like a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's probably the one I don't want to get hit by. Wisdom save's not that bad.
That's a 10, and you just use your last legendary resistance there, buddy.
Take it, bitch.
So she now has a walking speed of 15 feet. I think she had 30, so it's 15.
No, 40, so she has
40,
20.
so she's 20, yeah.
So she has 20, and she has disadvantage on dexterity checks. Have fun with that. Yeah, that's my
Jeez.
turn. Thank you very much.
Well, she's gonna use a legendary action and stab your friend then.
Oh, I should describe how it looks to Steady.
Natural
No,
one.
she...
She does not. She does not, apparently. She does not use a legendary action to stab your friend.
I should describe how it looks to Steady. You know, there's this bright white light, and suddenly the person in front of you just starts aging. You see a bit of white hair coming through, and she looks a bit more wrinkled.
Rip.
You see Anfrin look back, and he looks down at the woman before him, and he's gonna inspect her.
That I cut in half.
Yeah, he's gonna inspect her. He thinks that's probably a better thing
Use
than
of his
charging
time.
in there. Than charging
Maybe-
in there as he's
Yeah.
near death. Not his
He's
best.
got any potions. Might be a good time to start
he'll
chugging
use,
them.
He'll use one of his potions too, but he's gonna inspect it. He doesn't. fucking see shit in
one,
there.
bro. You,
He doesn't see shit.
bro. You gotta turn that auto advantage off, because that shit's
like-
fucking you.
Yep, that's definitely a corpse.
And he gains 9 HP. He's no longer bloody. Actually,
Ah,
no,
yes,
he
the red
still is.
substance.
He still
Probably
is.
wine.
Ilya Nevertar, it is your turn.
You got this. Crit this bitch.
She's
Actually, I'm going to try something else. Since she's out of legendary resistances,
Just smack a bitch.
Oh.
Fuck me. Oh.
Oh. Put her ass to sleep, and that'll just end this combat right away.
Damn it.
Unfortunate.
Well, not so fast,
Oh,
people.
fuck me.
the Chrono Wizard!
Because for the first time I am using Chronal Shift, and she takes the 11. And what you see now, Steady, because you are the closest, for one brief moment, everything around her seems to just stand still. You know, you can see particles of dust in the air before it slowly reverts in time. And she falls asleep.
Well,
For a
she
moment.
doesn't fall asleep. Because the simple
Unfortunately, Suave is going to have to re-roll that.
I will.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's not. He's not taking the lesser of the two. It just says he just has advantage on.
Reroll.
Yep.
Honestly, I was gonna let it go, but hey, we'll see. It didn't work anyway. It's fine.
Hell yeah!
It's
The
fine.
gods
now
have decided.
she's incapacitated.
She falls.
Can Amara frisk this sleeping woman for the remainder of her poison blades and be like, these are mine now. Fuck
There's
you.
a single one in her hand that she has. That's it.
Like, that's mine.
So she gets incapacitated until her. Well, you're not even. Well, yeah. Well, she's still not done. That's the thing.
She's not.
She's on.
Yeah,
She's
she's not
unconscious.
asleep. She has to fail this second save.
Yeah, so she's got to do something on her turn.
Yeah, which is going to be literally next. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's.
It'll
But
still
it's
waste
that-
her turn, is the thing.
Yeah,
It'll still
it'll-
completely waste her turn.
Even
is
if
the
she
thing
does
about it.
wake up, it's.
Yeah, so she does. Yeah, so
See,
at the end of her turn, so she couldn't take any actions. I think she can still move while incapacitated, but like she can't take any actions, so she would take a fucking. She would take 2 opportunity attacks from trying to get away from these two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, she just stands up. That's all she does. If anything. This guard here. And you see him begin to run forward, and he yells, "Give up! You're under arrest. Give up!" And he's gonna roll something to convince her. I don't think it will, personally, but what do I know?
Yeah?
Honestly? Yeah, sure. She kind of looks around her at all of you, and you see her put her hand up, and she drops the dagger onto the ground and puts her hands behind her head, and she goes, "The everlasting queen will have her way with all of you. You escaped prisoners, you delinquents will be caught. You will be returned back to her."
Can I just rip her head off? Whore.
No, we need her for information.
Anybody got speak with dead?
She would
No,
speak to
she's
you.
more useful alive.
And, the guard.
And he just
Grabs
grabs her
her.
head in his palm and just carries her around.
Yeah, the guard grabs her and puts some handcuffs on her. They're nice and fluffy.
Are they fuzzy?
Yeah. And he looks back at you and he goes, "Shh, we do not speak about our late night thirsts,
Uh-huh.
our late night prayers. We know.
Is
what
anyone
you're
in here a healer?
there is a healer, and they walk over to you and they hit you with cure wounds at like 4th level.
No,
Jesus.
Put me back at max.
Yeah. I don't even remember how much that is.
It's
I
like
don't
2, 4, 6. It's like 8d
8d8,
fucking full 8d8, bro.
yeah.
Like it's like 8d8. Like that's ridiculous.
Well, they're an NPC.
A second level. I must say a second level one should do the trick with how much health she has.
You get 23 HP back
Yeah.
from this
The
old
healing
wizard
word.
who,
Yeah, healing word.
from this old
Yeah,
wizard who
but
just
they-
touches you up.
Yeah, that puts me over by 1, so I'm good.
He limps off on his cane and goes, "I could have beat him just by going, stop."
Then why
He starts
didn't
to
you?
leave. Well, not my time anymore. It's youngin's time. Excuse me, sir.
You gonna help Amfrin too?
Anfrin can do what he needs to do, sure.
Hmm.
And this man leaves. Out the door.
Okay.
And Anfrin finally kneels down and goes, all right, I can get a good look at this. And he goes through the pockets of the one that you cut in half nice and thoroughly. And he finds a letter that has been cut in half by a great axe.
It's a clean cut.
It is a very.
She takes really good care of her
pretty
weapons.
Clean, very clean, yeah. It is also soaked
Ward
in
in the
blood.
center of her person.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like in a pocket, and right down the middle.
Mikael, when he pulls out that letter, he'll clean the blood off of it with a wave of his hand.
And he gives you the other half, also covered in blood, and he goes, well, this might be a beginning, Azaki. Are you willing to see reason now? And Azaki kind of just
Bloods.
nods, and goes, yes.
Someone's
And,
tending to the 3 knife wounds in his fucking
Yes,
back.
Janie and Sarah are tending to Azaki's wounds at least. Jutan is back here. It looks like he's reading a book for something, and he walks over and touches Azaki after repeating some words, and it looks like he's just performed a healing word on him or something. And he looks a little better. His wounds begin to close at least, but he's still a little pale, you could say. After the ordeal. But Anfrin looks at you and goes, well, can you read the thing? I think it's written in Thieves' Cant. I don't know what that is. I can't read that.
Written code, give me a moment. And I'll sort of I'll go to like one of the, what is it called? Fucking bookshelves, the flat part of it. Just set it up against there. Use a bit of glue to kind of just paste the 2 parts together, flat up against the thing so it's easier to read, line them up properly.
Yeah.
Does anyone in the party have prestidigitation to make it better too?
I already
do.
did that.
Mending
I already
will
did
probably
that.
fix that, the paper
Mm.
itself, but I don't think
Yeah.
anybody has.
Mending
Mending
would
only works
all-
for
Yeah,
Oh,
mending
missions,
also
doesn't
wouldn't
it?
restore any of the writing if
Yeah.
any of
Yeah.
it was lost either, because that's not how mending works.
Yeah, it would just restore the paper.
Yeah.
back to-
Again, yeah, Mikael just takes like 6 seconds to line it up properly, and then stick it to the bookcase flat. A little bit of paste.
Pretty decent job. There wasn't.
Here, I'll roll for it.
Yeah, give me like a dex save, basically, or not a dex
Yeah,
save,
I'll
just
give
a
a-
dexterity check or like a sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'll give a sleight of hand. Would this be considered
Definitely would be considered like a thieves'
like a
tools
thieves'
kind of
tools?
thing.
Alright,
you could
yeah.
use.
Well then, it's a 20. Wow, I rolled really badly there because I had advantage. Still 21.
Yeah, you do pretty good. The only thing is, there's one line that got cut that's only about half visible. You can only see like the bottom half of the letters. But the rest of it is legible. So you read over this thing. It is in Thieves' Cant, so like you can understand it. They've replaced some words. It sounds like just with nonsense in reference to something. It's like the Dark Raven. When it's talking about whoever gave them the job, and like the job itself, they refer to it as just the plot.
Yeah,
So
but
you-
Thieves' Cant is basically just a whole bunch of code.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
You're just kind of like going through it, and you're like, I'm pretty sure this is just an assassin's writ, basically. And it names 3 people: Azaki, Anfrin, and Janie. Azaki is person number 1, you notice.
Well, I'm not sure what you've done to piss off the Emperor or the Empress, Mr. Elven Nobleman, but it seems you are number 1 on the hit list.
Well, he did say that he was from, his ancestors are from where I'm from, so.
Elves are, dear.
I said what I said. And they already took over that region.
Well, not all of it. They've only taken over the tower as far as I've seen, and they're moving north right now. But either way, as far as I know, the Kingdom of Wisna has an army prepared at I think, fuck, I forgot the name of it. Shoot.
I'm forgetting the name of your own fucking town.
Crazy. They have
you
an
fucking
army
hate
preparing
you.
at Nyan Yamin. They will. It won't be too bad. I'm sure the war will be short, at least, right? You see Anfern is just fucking glaring at this man.
No. It will not be a short war. There's a reason we got sent to go find allies within the next 3 months. As many as we can find.
3 months? That is the Kutal. Wait. You're going to seek allies with the dwarves.
The Imp.
I mean...
Well, he's already said it. The Emperor is
Well...
former Emperor, I suppose.
Well, they already established the Emperor's alive.
Yes.
I'm not saying any new
Yes.
information.
Yes, but I was trying to, be discreet about it, but there's no point, considering that fact has already been announced. Yeah. Well, that's the idea, anyway.
You do also
And-
notice a medic is trying to revive our dead friend over there as well, but it's not going the greatest.
Yeah. Mikhail just kind of looks over his shoulder, very, very pointedly at Izaki. Also, keep in mind the fact that if the war in Wisna is short, and that means that the Empress's war machine has ground the kingdom into dust.
Well, I didn't think of it that way, and... I
I'd
put up a
rather
vote.
set it ablaze.
I put up a vote. We join this alliance, the city of Folta, for a better tomorrow. I vote yes. And you see Janie and Anfern also just nod and they go, yes. Yes. Everybody says yes, basically. No one says no. They all kinda they do it. They have no reason not to, you know. So you all look back and you do notice Dexterous Dusava does not rise. The guard kind of looks back and goes, I cannot get his heart to start again. I do not think any healing magic would work now. We will need a priest to bring him back.
No, we already hit the church. I thought.
Well, I'm not sure if any of them are powerful enough.
The only thing that's going to bring him back is resurrection magic, and at this point we've passed the window for the most commonly known spell, I believe.
Yes, quite. I will go warn, tell his family. We'll draft up a letter. And Anfern, you see
Before you
him.
go, Anfern, Mikhail will kind of lean over to whisper in his ear. The prisoner. I'll need some time alone with her. I
Understood.
wish to extract any information that I can about what the Empress's plans are and exactly why they've sent assassins after us specifically.
Let's see. I will arrange it. Give me about an hour, and you will have a room And
I should ready my tools.
he nods and starts walking off. And he goes, "Come morning, I want all of you to meet me in the Fighters Guild. They will have a reward for you for defending our council. Many more of us would have died tonight if you hadn't been here. We appreciate all of the help you have done. You are not large anymore, lady." He walks
Blade's
out.
like a fucking air. Just a blade's like a balloon. He said that.
He walks out.
The longest
Helium being
part in
released
all
from-
of Cameron.
Oh, no!
I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom.
A lady
Oh,
does
no.
not fart. She passes wind.
You're not a fucking lady.
I am too! I come from a noble background.
Yeah,
That doesn't
yes,
make you a
well,
lady.
Yes, it does!
Technically, she's right.
I am Lady Amara. I just happen to run a tavern. Goddamn. What?
And it's our friend Ilya's having a side conversation.
Oh.
I thought you were raised by wolf. What the fuck's going on?
They're, I did. Sea puppies. They're sea puppies. It's fine. And I wasn't entirely raised by sea puppies. It's just part of the raising.
You need to settle on a backstory and try to and stop trying to add shit to it. Stop trying to add shit to Amara. You were not raised like fucking wolves.
No, she had sea puppies as pets.
Okay.
What are sea puppies again? Manatees?
No, they're.
Technically, sea puppies are seals.
Technically, yes, they are seals.
We established early on when we were talking about this that they were like basically finned wolves that come from the ocean.
Into wolf. And it was just shark.
No.
I think they're
Think
just sharks.
if you play ESO, there's a race that's kind of looks like a wolf, but it's got fins and you can ride on it on land.
Of course, it's something from fucking Elder Scrolls.
I forget what the fuck they're called,
It's all Elder
but I know
Scrolls
Suave knows what I'm talking about.
do. It's all Elder Scrolls friend. Yeah.
Before they take the assassin away, I would like to search her for any, lockpicks, utensils she might use to get out.
I already took her dagger.
She's got a lot of shit. There's 3 daggers that, by the way, that do
Mine.
poison damage.
You said she only had one left,
Well, she threw one of them at you when you had one, and the
and I
other missed
stabbed
you.
it into her neck. Yeah.
You
Well, I
left
guess
it
I go
in her
grab it.
neck?
Yeah.
I mean, you
All
were.
right. I guess. I guess she had 2 on her. I just assume, you left it in her neck. Or you fucking stabbed her and took it out like a weapon. And went back to
Fucking
using
normal
your...
person.
I didn't think you left it in her neck. I mean, I don't care. It works. Yeah,
I don't care.
there's 3 daggers
I'm gonna
total
just
that she
yank
has.
that.
So
I'm gonna just yank that bitch out of her neck, watch her bleed more. Whore.
I mean, if you do damage to her, she wakes up. So
I mean, she's not unconscious as a.
She's not unconscious as it is.
That's right. She.
So we're
Yeah,
just
so it's
we're
either
confiscating
that's
all
a-
our weapons.
Well, she
And every
She
lockpick
probably
that
would
she
have
can
taken
get.
it out herself if you left it in. I just didn't know that you left it in. Because you didn't even bloody her necessarily.
The funny thing is that it would have fallen out by itself anyway because when you hit her, it was large sized.
Yeah, that's true.
I would have thought it would have gone in deeper with her being large.
Yes, but that wouldn't have stuck into her, is what I mean.
Mm.
Because it would have shrunk as soon as you let it go.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
what
think-
else does she have?
That's how that
a decent
works.
amount of stuff. She has just typical rogue things.
So, how do
Yeah,
I-
Mikael will
will
basically search all the usual suspect hiding places that rogues like to hide shit.
Yeah, give me one.
So, what kind of dagger is this that I'm adding to my sheet? Because there's
just
like 3
it's
of
a
them.
regular dagger, and it does poison damage as well.
I don't think it'll keep doing poison damage for a while. After a while, because
No,
usually that has to be
you have
has to be
coated.
applied.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do have some
That's-
vials of poison, but it's basically just a regular bag. Oh, shit.
Does
Then
she
you want
also
some
have
poison?
a letter?
She does not have a letter on her. She does not. They were there.
And I think I will probably give Mikhail most of the stuff, but I'm keeping one dagger for myself.
I don't need any of the daggers, but I will take the poison.
You
Oh, well,
also
I personally... Yeah.
find an extra. Hang on a moment. She does not have that on her. Find an extra weapon, a couple extra weapons as well on her.
Ooh, weapon of
Ooh.
warning's nice for the rest of
And
you.
just two daggers as well.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of money she had on her. What,
That-
750 gold and it's like 1,000 and...
I just have to imagine it looking so comically, you know, like he grabs in 1 gold bar, 2 gold bars, 3 gold bars, pulling
Oh my.
a silvered weapon from somewhere.
Yeah, that she had a pack on her too, like a small little
Okay.
pack. That fit like the daggers, the gold bars.
That was probably her
That's
payment for the job.
biggest yeah, that was probably her payment for
Yeah.
the job. That's probably the biggest thing in the pack, other than the sack of gold that was tied to her person itself.
So, in total she had 1130 on her.
Yep.
And 750 of that is in gold bar.
Isn't
you-
Amara the fucking hobby horse right now?
A second. I mean, I don't think we have anybody that's really doing that right now because we don't have like a dedicated bag of holding, but
Yeah, and Amara can carry the most otherwise.
I thought Amara
Maybe
was our bag
steady.
of holding.
Amara's kind of the bag of holding. I'll put it in her inventory, it's fine.
she has the most carry weight. But
Yeah.
it's like you found the shit, Sebastian, so you get to choose who if you want it to have it on your person.
Yeah, I'm giving most of the stuff to Amara. I'm giving you the poison, because that's probably not a good idea to give it to her. And then Sebastian would probably whisper to Mikhail, Mikhail, if you are going to question her, like I presume you will, do you need an extra help? I can be very persuasive, let's say.
By the time I am done with her, persuasion will be the least methods needed. But if you wish to come along, you're more than welcome.
Oh, wonderful. Been a while since I was not on the opposing end of an interrogation. That'd be fun.
That gets a cocked eyebrow, but other than that, nothing.
Was someone taking the weapon of warning?
What is the weapon of warning?
They're all
I don't
daggers.
know.
Question. All
Oh.
daggers.
Yeah, it's all daggers.
I don't need a weapon of
they're-
warning.
They're assassins. Actually, I'm gonna roll a d4.
Yeah,
If
because
it's
there's say it could be a short bow, could
if
be a
it's
rapier,
odd,
could
it will
be
be
a.
a short bow.
Nope, it was even.
Then it's a rapier.
I mean, I could use that. I don't need the
Take it.
advantage on initiative, but
Mm.
I mean, it would be good for you guys to have advantage on initiative if you're close to me, which we usually are when we start combat.
I don't think a rapier's really gonna help a barbarian much, so.
I mean, you can still use it, is the
You
thing.
can. It's kind of funny. I think it would be hilarious to have a barbarian using a rapier, but like it wouldn't be the best weapon for you for sure.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, it's like you can get
It's
slightly
hilarious.
better, especially if you're not using a shield. Two-handing something's usually better for you.
I two-hand my axe usually.
And I mean, it would just be replacing my current rapier. So unless anybody else wants it, I mean, I'll take it just for the sake of having it on somebody.
thing. You do have a party items sheet, so you can put stuff in there that you.
There we go. Yeah, that's there we go.
It says maybe
I've
one
just
day
been
I'll
shoving
do
it all
that.
in our inventory.
Yeah, we'll use the party items thing for now, so that way we know everybody can look at it and know what we have.
You saying I just typed all this shit up for no reason? Cool.
You realize
I mean,
you
that's-
just can copy and paste, right? You don't even have to type.
Yeah,
shit
you can
up.
just copy and paste. Like everybody can edit
Just-
it.
Just Control C and Control V.
Yeah, everybody can edit it. It's there. It's just whoever feels like typing it up, which I don't feel like. I mean, I can copy paste it right now. It'll take like 2 seconds.
Yeah. You notice Dingo comes around and rolls a D5. Walks up to Mikhail. And just sits there. Doesn't really like pay attention to Mikhail, just sits there and watches around. Kinda took them a while to get over there. They're an old dog. They just sit there. You kind of feel a feeling of something congratulating you, just giving you a good job, a pat on the back, you could say. And then, just like that, they stand up, and with a flick and a swish of their tail, they walk away. And go back up to where they were sitting and just watch over the menagerie. But after a while, everybody starts to leave. Someone comes and picks up a body, and they take it to the temple of our good friend Direxis. And do you guys have anything else you wanted to do in here?
No, good.
You guys head on back to the city map of Folta. It is about an hour.
By
and
the
a
way,
half.
generally speaking, everybody can just change their initiative style to advantage. I will
Yes.
into this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and if like you're not within it's like 30 feet, right?
But it's a pretty big radius. Yeah, it's like 30
a big
feet.
radius. If you're
We
not
usually
within
start
30
combat pretty bald, so
feet, yeah.
it's pretty rare that we don't. Yeah, it's like
If-
for general speaking, it's whatever.
Yeah, if you did start combat and you weren't 30 feet apart, it'd be like you're ambushing some people walking through a valley, something like that.
So we kind of have advantage on initiative
You
at
would
that
have
point
advantage
anyway.
Basically. So yeah.
Yeah, so
Wouldn't
yeah,
matter.
you can go into your sheets and set your initiative style to advantage. That's in the.
Yeah, I would do that if I were
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
And
for those of you using the 2014 sheets, if you go up into your sheets, you go to core bio spells and the cogwheel. It's the center node top. You go down to where it says strength, dex, con, wisdom. You know all those. It's underneath there. Initiative style, it should say normal. Just change it to advantage and then click off. Good.
anywhere you guys go, it is about 2:45 in the afternoon.
I'm waiting on the prisoner to be prepared for interrogation.
That's right. Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to prepare.
We could still go find that leopard.
The leopard has
Mikhail
already
is
been
going to
found.
prepare. Yeah, Mikhail is going to head back to the inn, go into one of the rooms we bought out, and begin brewing some concoctions.
God. You have an alchemist kit, or you're just gonna?
Oh, I'm gonna use sleight of hand at advantage with the poisoner's kit.
Cool. That's what it's called. That's right.
Wow, I rolled a 5 and a 3.
So yeah, you are what kind of potion are you trying to make?
I'm making some poisons.
Poison. I mean, that's what I meant. What kind
I'll be
of
right
poison
back.
are you trying to make? Like a paralysis poison, because that'll be easier than like a truth poison, obviously.
Yeah, no. Truth poison is something that I'll learn to make. I know how to make, but I don't have the ingredients for that
Yeah.
right now. Those are kind of rare. So I'm basically just gonna make a poison that essentially turns her pain reception up to 11.
Yeah, you can do that. That'll work with a 16. So be like, yeah, paralysis poison is like a 5 for a DC, so
Yeah, it's not
they're,
that hard.
they're
yeah.
not the hard
No,
ones.
Mikael wants her to be fully in control, so that's why she can speak.
Yeah, you start putting together a concoction, and you even use some of the poison I assume that you've gotten from the assassin.
Yeah, as a base.
As a little base, modify it a bit, and you make something that, you know, is absolutely dastardly, you could say. And then about the time, just like maybe 5 minutes after you're done, you put it in like a vial, you put it away in little leather case or whatever, and a knock on the door comes, and you answer it, and there's a guard. You don't recognize him. It looks to be a half elf, maybe in their 60s or something, maybe. And they go, "Are you Mikhail?"
I assume the prisoner is prepared.
Yes. He will be in the Fighters Union.
Right.
She.
Sebastian, are you coming?
Yes, no need to yell. I'm right behind you, after all.
Sebastian
good.
was standing in your room the entire time. You didn't notice.
Well, that's good. I didn't yell. I don't have the energy for it right now.
Yeah. He leads you, the guard leads you over to the Fighters Union, takes you down a pretty long set of stairs in the like stone underbelly of this place. Does anybody read Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
Sebastian, on this iron door, you see written in Sylvan, a fighter's heart, but a lover's mind. You don't really know exactly what it means. You assume it's just some Fighters Guild nonsense that they wrote a long time ago. It seems to have been etched in this place years ago, though. And this area that you're in is older than Fulta itself. So the guard kind of opens the door, and some light from the braziers inside lights up the passageway, and you all walk in, and you are in what looks to be like a prison cell, like a little cell block. You see some bars off to the right, some cells, some barred cells off to the right. They look empty, and then you walk down like some steps into another hallway, and it opens up into not a large room, but I'd say probably 20 feet by 20 feet. And there's just a chair in the middle of it with a fire pit sitting there, and there's what looks to be an unconscious dwarf sitting in the chair.
She's, I'm imagining, tied to the chair.
Yep, she's tied to the chair, arms and feet.
Very well. Thank you for the guiding.
You see this guard leaves and closes the door behind you.
Well, Sebastian, would you mind waking her up for me?
Of course. I try to, gently slap her on the face.
Huh?
Not you.
I was AFK, so I didn't hear anything until that. That was the first line I heard when I got back.
So, gently, and if she doesn't wake up, a bit more forcefully, like, wake up, come on.
Yeah, she blinks her eyes after the second slap and goes, "Oh, it's you. What do you want, You've already asked me plenty of questions. I have no need to answer them. You already know who contacted and paid us. What more do you need?
There are a great many questions I would like to ask you. We're going to go through them one at a time. And as Mikael is saying this, he opens, he basically places a larger version of his, like, small belt kit on the table. I imagine there's a table in this room.
Yeah, there's
Like a
one
long
just, like, in
table.
it's not too far away, but like it's not right in front of her. There's the fire pit is basically right in front of her.
Yeah, and there's he sits this like roll of cloth down on the table and unrolls it, and with each one there would be a style of knife that I'm sure someone like her would recognize. Short, almost dull blades, long, thin, almost curved knives used for removal of various things. All different types of instruments used to poke and prod at somebody.
Empress is not here.
Empress, hope to God he's not here.
Yeah, he is not. But yeah, no, it's not. And the fire pit in the middle, it's not a blazing fire. It's just some simmering embers there.
Then he's gonna take out the vial that he made, uncork it, grab a needle, dip the needle in, mix it around a bit, walk over to her, prick her in the neck.
Before you even do that, she has advantage on it. She sniffs and she goes, I recognize that poison. What are you doing? I can smell it.
Providing you
It's
with
mine.
motivation to answer my questions. And he pricks her in the neck.
You see like the veins in her neck kind of like bulge and like her just like basically everywhere as her skin, you can tell, just gets like a red hot kind of feeling to it, and she looks over at you and her eyes are suddenly bloodshot, and she goes, what have you done to it?
Perfected it.
It's not supposed to do it. It's supposed to kill you.
Oh, so unimaginative. See, this is why the Empress can't get anything done. The people she employs are both unimaginative and dull. Speaking of which, and Mikael will grab the somewhat duller knife. I'm sure you understand what this one's for. Shall I start with the hands or the feet?
She just spits on the ground.
Right. Well, for the first
Told
question,
you.
then.
Know nothing about anything except what I was paid to do. That is kill the leaders of Volta. You just happen to be side piece.
And what do you know about us?
I remember she told us something about some adventurers escaping with her brother. Said you were heading towards the island, but didn't tell us where you'd be. She doesn't know, I should tell you. Not exactly, at least. She's got some item.
Specifics.
Tells her things. I don't have anything more specific than that. I've never seen it work. I've just seen her carry it and the words she says about it.
Describe it.
Some sort of rod, some magical rod. I remember correctly, on the top of it, it's got...
Hello?
Am I not working?
Oh no, he's dying.
Oh no. Oh, there
No,
goes.
no, he's back.
I'm literally
He's
at
back.
5,000. How does that work?
Hell yeah, just random ping spikes, baby.
I do not
Would love
understand.
Discord.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think that was Discord. I think that was just my internet crashing for a second there. Because it did it on both Discord and OBS this time. So I think that was just my
Ah.
internet being like, ha! I don't know what's going on.
Oh
It's
no!
so
Please
weird.
no!
I don't understand.
Not the M-rated scene.
Yeah, no.
It's not even fun.
Oh God. Where was I? I was describing the
You
rod.
were, yeah. He asked you to describe the item.
And she
Sebastian
goes,
did.
well, she carries it around with her wherever she goes, and it's only about a foot long, maybe 15 inches or so at the longest. It's got a bulb at the top that is artistically, it's radiant light, I believe, that is coming off of it. But it has a face on it. I've not recognized the face. Does anybody want to give me a history check, either of you two?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'll help
That was
him.
Really, that was really, yeah. If you want to help him, man, that'll.
Yeah, I'll help him because mine's not that.
You've heard of rods before, Sebastian, that have certain powers imbued into them. This one being able to, it sounds kind of like what the dwarf is describing is some sort of like scrying magic that she's using to like keep track of you. It's not a perfect magic from what she says, but like she can tell who you are at least. But she doesn't know where you are or what you're doing. She just knows kind of like where you're going, the direction you're moving, and what you look like. That's it. And you've heard of such rods before. They're called rods of Haiti. Haiti is a god of knowledge.
I am using the message cantrip to relay that to Mikhail.
Yeah, he just relays that straight to Mikhail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm standing behind her and just pointing the finger gun at him and relay that message. And then I give him a nod, like, continue.
What else can you tell us about the Empress's affairs?
The last I heard, her army was splitting. One of them was heading north to, I believe it was called the Very Tower or something of the sort. Yes, and the other was going to set up a military checkpoint or some sort of military camp and reinforce it as a way to get more troops across the Crescent Sea. And that army was set up somewhere in the central hills of Wisner, the last I heard. But that was a few weeks ago, or not necessarily a few weeks ago, a few days ago.
Are there any others of your ilk who have been sent into this side of the world that we should be aware of while we're on this island?
Not that I'm a part of, but I'm sure she sent plenty of spies and assassins all over to get her work done.
And am I to assume that our descriptions and general whereabouts have been given to any of those who would be close enough?
You could probably guess. I would assume, but I cannot speculate on things that I do not know about. I'm what you would call a bloodline assassin. My people come from Nalagva, and we've been in this game of blood, as you get it, for, let's see, 6 generations now. So I was
Makes
hired
sense
by
as to
her.
why you're surprisingly forthcoming.
I was hired by her. It is nothing but money to me. Others, however, Fortuthians, I would be wary of.
That is what this method is for. Toothians. But seeing as you're not going to give me any trouble, unless I believe you're lying to me, I don't think I even need the numbers.
If I was
I'll
lying
say,
to you, would I tell you about what I do know is our most dangerous unit? The Dubak Nindor, the doppelganger assassins. Originally, they are from southern Fortooth. Small population normally, but she has trained some of them into being the most deadly assassins maybe the world has ever seen. Keep your eye out for them, please. Would hate to see a rogue as dashing as you be taken by a doppelganger. And you too, wizard, I must say. Wouldn't be fun, I can tell you that.
Did I ever heard of the doppelgangers?
Give me a history check. You know what doppelgangers are. They're people. But yeah, I forgot the word I already said. We'll figure it out on the rerun. When I watch this over, we'll figure out what I said. I remember Dubak, but that's because that's the word for doppelganger. Dubak means doppelganger in Elven.
Yeah.
You remember basically reading about this in your times as a wizard, a time wizard, you could say.
I summon Time Wizard.
God damn it! So never leaves. Get out of here, Yugi! Damn you, Joe. What is it, Joey?
I'm always here. Go, baby dragon.
But yeah,
Ilya shows up.
God, you've heard of the doppelganger assassins from they're basically from Southern Fortooth. They ostensibly look like humans for the most part, in like their natural form, but they just can shift form, basically. They're doppelgangers, you know? So, they're... Not all of them are trained in the assassin ways in Fortooth, but there's a subset. You think there's maybe about 500 total, and, like, there's probably around 40,000 doppelgangers that live in Fortooth, like, in general.
What the fuck? Jesus.
It's a big world. They're not all in one place, but, like, that's the entire continent of Fortooth. Like, there's probably 40,000 doppelgangers that live in
These
the entire
fucking
continent.
doppelgangers running around just fucking
They're
being
people, bro. They get to live as long as they don't pretend to be the Empress of Fortooth.
I guess that's fair. The Empress is kind of evil as shit.
Yes. So, as
So,
far as she's concerned, she's like, I don't fucking care what they do. Just don't let them fuck with me and what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would I know what they're vulnerable to or what forces them into their true form?
You probably would. Let me, I'll have to look it up because I don't remember that shit off the top of my head.
Then I shall await the law.
That's just D&D shit at that point. Let me load it up.
It's pretty. There's not a lot of things that will cause a doppelganger to resume its true form.
You.
It's pretty much the moonbeam spell.
Yeah, basically, I think it is Moonbeam. And that's about
That's
it.
really there's Mikael would kind of. I'm assuming you. Probably,
just
do you
yeah.
posit this question?
Yeah.
I do posit this question.
I know how to concoct a special
There's
mixture
poison you could
that-
use.
that
That would
will
do it.
reveal their true form. I am aware of these things, these pretender assassins. They're the reason I'm so paranoid all the time. If you hadn't noticed.
Oh, wonderful. So you know how to handle them. That is very good news.
Unfortunately, I would have to say, if we ran into one right now, it would kill all of us.
Which is
Quite handedly.
could come up looking like the Emperor that you were talking about. I haven't seen him in 12 years. Is he? I have a question for both of you, if you don't mind. Is the Emperor Fortooth, Ro, is he as dashing as they say he is?
What a weird thing to ask.
You're asking men if they find another man attractive.
Well, of course. Well, you're not dead.
I'm not exactly I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not exactly a judge of human beauty, especially when it comes to men.
Fair enough. Well,
They age quickly,
fair enough.
and given the fact that the man has spent 10 years in prison, I don't imagine he is in the best of shapes. Given what the state I found you in most instances, he kind of looks at Sebastian and he says that.
Yeah, he just rolls his eyes. Like I was perfectly healthy, thank you very much. That's the message to you.
I was fine. It was just a stiff breeze could knock me over.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
just a scaunt, a gaunt little skeleton man.
I'm the definition of a wizard.
Literally,
A
just
glass
literally a
cannon.
necromancer in the necromancer look on a chronomancer.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Fucking.
Do you guys have anything else?
You get another message. What do we do with her?
I can reply to these. Well, I don't see any reason to dispose of her. Do you think your people will come for you, now that you've been captured, one way or the other?
They usually trust us to get out on our own.
Then what do you think the over-under is when you get me out of here? Mostly, in fact.
I'm a dwarf. I'll outlive the humans if anything, so it's fine. They'll forget about my crimes eventually, and they'll let me go. Hopefully. And if not, I'm crafty, you could say. But also, you could use someone on the inside, potentially. A friend, I would even be willing to say, since I don't really like the Empress myself. She's bad for business. In the grand scheme of things.
Oh. I'm glad
I
to
would
see that.
like- Oh, sorry.
I'm glad to see that, at the very least, you're amenable to reason. And I would like to insight the shit
Yeah,
out of
me
that
too.
statement.
You can both inside.
I would love to insight the shit out of that. I was gonna say, yeah, go ahead and just take the advantage, bro. Take the nat 20.
Yeah.
You got it, Chief. I'm helping you
Thank
out. We're the same. And might as well have it. You might as well take the nat 20.
You
Goddamn.
you're pretty sure she's telling the truth about not being a fan of the Empress, and that it isn't good for business long term. But you're pretty sure she's got, she mostly just wants to get out of here too. there's
Yeah.
there's an underlying reason for all of it.
Well, how about this offer? I will leave you a way out. I'll make it look good. In return, I will give you a place to go to and a contact to liaison with. Should you accept my offer, they will pay you well for your services, as well as any information you can provide them on the Empress, as well as to act as a double agent in her service.
Wonderful. Well, you can call me Vonana of House Hellcrow.
Banana Hellcrawl.
History check?
You can history check that. You basically already kind of like just off the top of your head know the Hellcrawl name. They are kind of known as some assassins.
Kind of also just told us what her
Yeah.
family's known for.
Yeah, you know that they're known as assassins. There's also some that are like merchants in the east that don't associate with the other side of the family. They change the spelling a little bit.
They put a W in it.
They put an E instead of an A. It's Hellcrawl. So they just changed the spelling a bit. They're ostensibly the same family. There's just two sides that are kind of not friends with each other.
Damn, family reunions have to be very awkward.
Yeah, they are actually. Got a cousin by the name of Banana Hellcrawl. You must understand how annoying that is when people call for us.
I can
I
imagine.
really don't.
As elves, you probably have like 4 cousins, each named the same as you, so it's like the
there's
Roman and
none of his
Carthaginian way.
There's none of Mikhail's family is named the same as him, but that's because his mother named him.
Yeah.
He's got a decidedly un-elven name.
It's. I like to imagine elves are like Rome and Carthage. Back in the day, they have like 8 basic names for everybody. And just cycle through those every couple generations. Yeah, my
It's
grandfather
not like
was
they have many
Julius-
generations to. It's not like they have many
Yeah.
generations.
Yeah.
They live for 1,000 years.
Yeah, that's my grandfather, Ullius Julius Kaiser. Yes, my name is Ullius Publius Kaiser. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's literally
Oh, wow.
the fucking Total War I was playing last night. Which, maybe after stream we'll play some Total War today. I don't know.
Mikhail will go into his kit, take out another vial, coat another needle, pricker again, and it's basically just the antidote.
You notice, she had been very much like tense that entire time, but she was surprisingly adept in dealing with the pain that you had inflicted on her. But she definitely takes a
Oh yeah,
breath
no,
as
it
you-
was definitely a thing that was only meant to heighten the experience of any pain that would be inflicted, rather than actually cause pain. It's all about the
yeah.
anticipation.
She was there. She's like, you have done something terrifying with my poison. I'm going to keep my eye on you. Did you say your name? I don't remember. I think you did in the meeting.
did.
Mikhail,
I did.
right? Someone did.
I did not, and yes, you heard right.
I will keep my eye on you. I think in the future you will do things that the Rogue Father would be proud of, as they call him.
If everything goes to plan, then sooner rather than later, I will be the one to strike the Empress down.
Well, here's to it. And she kind of nods and fake tries to, like, she's still tied, so like she like kind of raises up with her hand like she's holding a wine glass and like fake clinks it to you. But
Mm-hmm.
she goes, well, if you have a single lockpick, leave it with me, and I will be able to get my way out of here, no problem.
Just don't kill anyone on the way out.
Oh dear, I'm much better at sneaking than I am at killing, even so. I believe
We
I
got
will.
you.
Yeah, there's just a very moment where he basically places one of his spare picks underneath her binding, so that way when it's undone, she can just scoop it up without anyone seeing it.
She just kind of nods to you and goes, well, good luck, my allies. I will hopefully never be sent against you again. But if I am, at least you'll have a heads up.
That is fair.
And she just kind of nods at you, and you all walk out. And
I tell her a location to pick up the essentially the writ with the contact information on it,
cool, yeah.
to where to go and who to talk to.
She nods, and you all walk out. You don't even really see anybody go in for it. You don't know how long she'll be in there waiting for someone to take the bindings off. But you leave, and you head back to the inn, I assume. What was everybody else doing during that? In and about.
Depends. How long did that took?
Probably
Looking
took
into the
them.
whole missing leopard thing.
At least an hour, I imagine.
The leopard. The leopard was the highwayman that you already captured. She's in jail.
There was a cat.
It's just a house cat that ran into the nearby
woods,
forest.
yeah.
You can absolutely do that if you want to give me a survival check. But what did you say, Leo? How long has it been?
Yeah.
Since they went in there, probably only about 45 minutes. Since they left, and between the time they would have came back, maybe an hour at most.
No, that either she's just relaxing on a bed.
Awesome. Yeah. And if Amara wants to give me a survival, she can look for some.
I'm
some
trying.
stats. Yeah. 15. Fantastic. You do some searching out near Brewerton Abbey and near Boards and Wood, just like on the north side of town, and you find the remains basically of what looks to be the prey of a cat, a small little songbird. Looks like it was digested, you could say, and there's a hairball that's been spit up near
Featherball.
a feather ball basically that's been spit up on the backside of Brewerton Abbey. Did anybody join you at all? Does anybody go with her?
Steady stays at the inn and is just carving runes into his shield and armor.
Also, it's just me looking for this cat. Okay.
Yeah, the paladin could go with
Yeah,
you as a
we'll
moral
say
support.
he's there with you. At
Corvus,
least, so
yeah, Corvus
Corvus will be with you for help. At least if you need anything. Your 15 was good
Yeah.
enough. So if you want a natural 20, you would have found the same thing and maybe something else. But you can try. If you want to see a natural 20 for the help action that he's doing for you for the survival. But otherwise, you see this, and there's more tracks basically that definitely lead you to believe they wandered into the forest to the north. So you could go look for them, and
Let's go.
sure, give me another survival.
At advantage.
Yeah, at advantage.
Yes, you are being helped. Sadness.
All right. Well. All right. At least it's not bad. What you find with your 8 is absolutely not much. You do a little cursory search, basically, through the woods. It's only a couple acres, and after about 30 minutes, so it's you probably started doing that like right when Mikhail and Sebastian left. So after about 30 minutes, you're looking. You don't see much. You start just going, well, I guess it's maybe time to head back, see if anybody's done anything. I'm gonna try one more time. Thank you. Thank you so much. As you're walking back,
Yeah, that's better.
You hear just the light and you start looking around, and you're in the forest, and it sounds like it's coming from above you. And you look up, and there's a very large oak tree, maybe about 45, 50 feet, just like the trunk, and then the top of it seems even larger. Like, this thing is like wide too. It's probably 6 feet wide. It's massive. It's a massive tree. And you look up, and on one of the branches there's a little white cat. A little kitten.
Oh, aren't you a pretty kitty? Come here.
You wanna give me an animal hand?
Oh my god, you're literally a fish.
What? How am I a fish?
See ya. I know.
Hey.
No.
That makes sense. Well, technically speaking, Corvus would still be trying to help
Corvus is
you.
helping
so.
you, so you still have
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah, you still try. That, you know what? At least that's not lower than a 5. We'll take it.
You, for a
Right
moment,
side.
you feel like the little kitty wants to jump. Then it shakes its head and it just backs down and goes. Just starts meowing just incessantly, like it wants to do it, but it's just scared.
Okay, I'm gonna use athletics and climb my ass up
Yeah,
there.
give me an athletics check. Your DC to climb is a 12.
Oh, great. Okay. Fuck
I
me.
believe in you.
Yeah!
Did it. You still have advantage too, so I mean that.
I don't need it. I don't
you.
need it.
What's it look like as you climb up this massive tree? You can't hug around this tree, by the way. Like it's too big.
I kind of find little toe holds and just climb my way up. I'm surprisingly dexterous despite using a strength type check.
I imagine you're just like jumping from toehold to toehold, just grabbing on and using your arms to throw yourself to the next one. Yeah, that works. And you finally get up there and you shimmy your way on out to the little kitten out there, and it meows at you one last time. And can you give me an animal handling with advantage?
Oh god.
Can't be any worse than
Thank
that.
God.
You know
Your
what?
DC
At
is
least you rolled a
literally
10.
Oh my god.
Roll 20 doesn't like me today.
Yeah, I mean,
This little cat.
hey, at least you rolled 10.
No, it does not. It apparently does not like you today. This little
Oh my
cat
God.
basically runs just straight to you and nestles into your neck, and you are able to carefully,
Shimmy my way back
slowly
down the
shimmy your
tree,
way
yeah.
back down, and you get to the ground, and you hear the cat hiss the moment your feet touch the ground. It's something behind you.
Okay.
You want to give me a perception check? Yeah, you look behind, and nestled in some bushes, you see a pair of glowing yellow eyes just kind of staring at you, and a low growl as you make eyes with it.
Alright, buddy, unless you want me to smack you with my great axe, I'd fuck off.
Slowly you see a wolf emerge from the underbrush. How do you wanna try to get this thing to go? You can try an animal handling, you can intimidate it.
Buddy,
I
we
mean,
ain't
she
had
could also
shit.
just.
She can also
I mean,
fight
she could
it.
also rage.
And yeah,
Their
rage.
rage is also an option and
That
just
is.
get
Yeah.
bigger.
Rage and
'cause
get big. You know?
Most wolves don't want to fight things that are bigger than them when
And
they're
let's be
alone.
clear, you're about the same size as this wolf right now because it's a fucking wolf, and you're a tiny
Yeah.
elven lady, so you're about the
Now
same
a giant
size.
elven lady.
So if you rage, this guy's gonna roll that. So a 6 is not good. You see this wolf go and just turn tail and tail between his legs and run off through the forest, and you start walking back to the
As a giant lady.
town. And it lasts what, like fucking a minute?
10 minutes.
10
It's
minutes,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
with
10
the
minutes
with
now,
the.
that's right.
Yeah, they made the rage last pretty cool.
Rage,
cool month
rage
time.
is pretty hard.
Yeah.
The fucking giant
Yeah.
woman walks back into town,
With
and
this tiny little kitten. Yep.
this tiny little kitten on her shoulder. And you probably take it to the Adventurers Guild because that's where they had it. Let me see.
I found the cat. You got wolf problems out there, by the way.
We do? Oh man,
Mhm.
it's horrible. Well, I mean, they live there, and it's kind of a forest, so I don't really think that's a problem as much as we just have to deal with it. Because if we get rid of them,
Understand.
then the deer take over, and because we've done this before, we've tried to get rid of them, then the deer take over, and it's not fun. It's like makes our forest look
Dude.
bad, horrible.
Just make more deer jerky. Don't go have hunting trips. I don't fucking know. When it's deer season, go hunting.
Yeah, but we're not as good at like doing other things that wolves do. We'll keep them there. Do not worry. We'll just install a watch so nothing can happen, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with issues in the ecosystem only makes things worse. I promise.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed.
I'm just saying.
Nose is in here.
You can
Bless
have
him.
deer season and just have a periodic time frame where y'all hunt deer when they're like in rut. And take them out then. You just don't shoot the females, you take out the men with more than 6 points, and you're good to go.
I mean, we already do that because, we hunt to survive. Anyway, we appreciate it. Here is your payment. And he hands you 15 gold.
Thanks. Now go head back over to the others.
And by the time you're getting there, Mikhail and Sebastian are also arriving back. You probably walk in the door maybe a couple minutes apart, maybe at the same time. But yeah, you arrive in the tavern, and this is where we are. Let's see, I think I just need to put Sebastian down.
Not the eternal bartender.
He's always here, friend.
I have a Mexican showdown. Mexican
Always.
stand-up.
with the eternal bartender. Always.
Look, it's on site.
Drinking Hennessy 24/7. Just 3 shots of Hennessy per hour.
That made me laugh so hard when I was editing. I'm sorry.
You will not disrespect the Hennessy.
We're
Well-
not.
Did you watch the episode?
I just got in here.
I said
It's good.
I'm always sober except for the three shots of Hennessy I have an hour.
I'm alright, just drink sweet tea. Bartender,
Man's
drink
liver,
drink.
but man has to be an eldritch entity because otherwise his liver is gone.
It's
3
pickled.
shots of Hennessy an hour is wild.
This
It's
man might
pickled.
just be the remnant of Yornis that acts as the bartender.
Does he wear the prime jorts
Oh God.
of hell?
with jorts of prime drinking.
He drinks from the opposite of the tankard of sobriety. It's the tankard of supreme drunkenness.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's drunk as piss monk.
Yeah, that's basically it for the session, guys.
Yeah.
It's mostly
We all
if we do anything
reconvene at the
different
tavern
here,
and-
it'll be some RP, maybe some lore, and deciding where we're going next. So I'm gonna use the restroom.
Alright, I have to apologize, but I have a meeting early in the morning, so I will have to get out now.
You good? Have a good
As
one.
you-
man.
As usual, it was very fun to play with you, and to not torture them with Mikael for a chance. Maybe next time. Thank you, Amara, for not swinging me around like a ragdoll or kidnapping me again.
Why would I do that? You weren't
I
in
don't-
any fucking danger this time.
I don't get to use my skinning knives.
Oh,
Oh,
boo-hoo.
poor dear.
Or my peeler.
Anyway, guys, have a fun week, and if anything comes up, just send me a message. Have a good sleep.
Sleep.
What, you?
No, he said have a good sleep, and I was like, ha, sleep. It's funny.
Thing we don't get.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to go put in a food order and get gas so I don't have to